Errol Spence Jr. vs Mikey Garcia. Results, winner, scorecards, highlights and purse info. IBF welterweight champion Errol Spence Jr., 25-0, did what most expected on Saturday night at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. He successfully defended his title with a dominant performance over the undersized and outgunned Mikey Garcia, 39-1, via unanimous decision, 120-107x2, 120-108. Spence's length, jab, and educated left hand were too much for the previously undefeated and current IBF lightweight champion. Garcia knew he was taking a huge risk stepping up 2 weight classes to challenge Spence, but the challenge is what excited him. Garcia wanted to counter-punch, but every time he attempted to come back with his right hand, the longer and quicker Spence had already escaped his reach. Garcia tried to keep his enthusiasm and confidence, but it had to be a frustrating evening. During the 10th round, Mikey's trainer and brother Robert Garcia considered stopping the fight. Mikey convinced his brother to allow him to continue and finish the fight. If a moral victory was what they were after, mission accomplished. Here's how the boxing community reacted to Spence's one-sided win. Spence pushed his record to 25-0 with the victory. While Garcia has long been considered one of the elite fighters in the sport, he did come up 2 weight classes to challenge Spence. Because of that, most will not give Spence a ton of credit for the win. That said, the victory was still big enough to set Spence up for another huge payday. There is a good chance his next fight could come against Manny Pacquiao. The Filipino legend was on hand for the bout, and he reiterated his desire to face the winner of the fight. It's difficult to think Pacquiao would have made the trip to Texas if there weren't at least preliminary talks about a fight with Spence or Garcia. He even climbed in the ring for this awkward and seemingly tentative acceptance of Spence's challenge. If that fight is ever officially announced, expect it to be another Fox or Showtime PPV event. If it happens later this year as expected, it could be the biggest fight of the year. Both Garcia and Spence reportedly took home $8 million for their efforts. It's rare to see both fighters make the same amount, but that's an indication that both Spence and Garcia are considered in their prime and equally marketable. Garcia was defeated, but he acquitted himself well, all things considered. He showed toughness and grit, but he is best served dropping back down to lower weight classes. Unfortunately for him, he was unable to climb the mountain. On my card, Garcia won just 1 round in the fight, and that was the second. That wasn't a unanimous concept as some analysts had Spence winning a complete shutout, as did all 3 official judges. It's hard to argue.